Hello, kiddos. Happy Friday, September 18th. I hope I have a lot of you watching because I said that this was a mandatory meeting. And frankly, I shouldn't have to say it's a mandatory meeting because there's no time that coming to advisement or 3:30 help sessions is really optional, right? You should all be here every day. But I did put something out on social media and I did let your teachers know that I expected to see you today at 3:30. So I hope I have a lot of you out there watching. We're going to start with just our regular birthdays and shout outs, an announcement from Miss Burley, and then we're going to move on to the reason why today was a mandatory meeting. I have a very important message for you. So let's start with our birthdays. We have, I think, 3 student birthdays today and no staff birthdays. Our first student birthday is Julissa Coyoy Ordóñez. Happy birthday, Julissa. How cool that you get a birthday on a Friday, honey. Then we've got Jasmine Lewis. Happy birthday to Jasmine Lewis. I hope you have the greatest birthday, Jasmine. Then we have Bianca Montoya. Happy birthday to Bianca. And finally, our last student birthday of the day is Tanaya Swanson. Happy birthday to Tanaya. I hope that you guys have a wonderful Friday birthday and that the weather clears up for you and it stops raining for your birthday weekend. Now let's take a look at some shout outs. I have a bunch of them here. Thank you so much for continuing to email me. The first one is from Melanie Mendoza, who wants to shout out all of her teachers because even though Corona is hard, they're still going strong. And she wants to really shout out Miss Stewart because she always asks how the students are, and she's very nice. Thank you, Miss Stewart, for being so thoughtful. Then we've got a shout out from Brianna Dixon. Brianna wants us to know that Julian Phi always helps Brianna out in math, and he's just a really good friend to her. So thank you so much to Brianna for shouting out Julian Phi. I hope I said that right. May have messed up your name. The next shout out is from Lacey Boyd. She wants to shout out Mr. Sturgis. Mr. Sturgis, Lacey says that you make theater the best class ever, which is kind of a big deal. Congratulations, Mr. Sturgis. Lacey also wants to shout out Kevin Mosqueda for being so funny and being one of her best friends. Caleb Francois because of his true kindness. Michaela Witherspoon for being super duper intelligent, which I love. What a great reason to get a shout out. Then we've got a shout out from Takaya Reeves, who wants to shout out Miss Marino, Miss Hill, and Miss Crawford for always being kind and helping her. Miss Ragland has been helping her for 2 years and helps her get her grades up and in all her classes. She also wants to shout out Noe and Zamir for being great friends and classmates. Thank you so much, Takaya, for sharing that. Then we've got 2 from Miss Ragland. Miss Ragland wants to shout out to Kaya. So there you go. One shout out both ways. She has made so much progress, and Miss Ragland is so proud of her hard work inside her classroom. And she also wants to shout out Zymir Harris for his help with other students and his improvement in language arts. Thank you, Miss Ragland, for shouting out to Kaya and Zymir. And then we've got one from Miss Ragland again for Noe Marquez Martinez for constantly doing all of his classwork and homework every single day. And Noe puts a smile on everyone's face with his awesome attitude. He loves school so much and he loves to learn. Noe, I love that. I love school too, so I totally get it. I have one on my printer. Hold on. This one is from Mr. Mraz, and I love that Mr. Mraz is getting competitive. He said, I got to shout out one of my 8th graders because we are lagging behind 7th grade, and it's true. 7th grade's doing all the shouting out, so 8th grade's got to get represented. Mr. Mraz wants to shout out the very awesome Denasia Leonard Potts. She's usually the first smiling face that Mr. Mraz sees every morning in his Zoom. She's attentive. She takes part in discussions. She works diligently. She's organized, and she has amazing manners. Denasia goes above and beyond the expectations of an outstanding student. So this is very well deserved. Mr. Mraz says it is an honor to teach Denasia. Denasia, that is awesome. What a great shout out from Mr. Mraz, and I'm glad to see 8th grade represented in our shout outs. Okay, an announcement from by the way, Mr. Mraz, you got a shout out from a student and I can't find it. I swear to you that I read it. I don't remember the name of the student. It got deleted by accident, but you need to go on record as having been shouted out by a student. So congratulations, Mr. Mraz, and I'm really sorry that I lost your shout out. I couldn't find it. Finally, a really fun announcement from Miss Burley. There is a new Makerspace challenge on the Media Center eClass page. This one is about coding. Remember last time she had an escape room? This one she has a coding Makerspace challenge, and you have to code your own dance party. I do not know how to code, but I do know how to dance. So make me a dance party and I will dance to it. That is super cool. Thank you, Miss Burley, for doing this for the Media Center eClass page. All right, kiddos. Now I'm going to take off my hat because we're about to have a real serious conversation, and this is why I needed you all here. No birthday hats for this conversation. I am really concerned about a trend that we discovered yesterday or the day before when I ran a report of grades. We have 1,425 students at Duluth Middle School, 1,425. 1,007 of those students, 1,007 of you are failing one or more classes right now. If this were the end of the semester, we would have many of you, many of you who would possibly already be retained and repeating this grade level. That's how serious this grade report was. We are not doing well at Duluth Middle School right now. Today, during advisement, actually right now, when I'm finished with this message, you are going to receive failure letters from your teachers if you are a face-to-face student. Your parents know that these failure letters are coming home. I have already told them. They know they are to look in your book bag for these letters. If you are failing one or more classes, you will get one of those letters, and I need you to take them to your parents this afternoon. If you are a digital student, these letters are going to be mailed on Monday. So your parents will be getting them in the mail the beginning of next week, and your parents also know that they're coming. On those letters are a bunch of things that you and your parents can do to help your grade, and you need to start doing all of those things on that letter immediately. The thing that makes me the most sad about these failures is that every single day at this time, at 3:30, from 3:30 to 4, every single teacher in this building is available for free help sessions. And when I call home for kids who are not doing well, every single time they tell me that they are not going to help sessions. This is not okay. Our Duluth Middle School students are very smart and capable and wonderful kids. You are better than zeros. You're better than 10s, you're better than 20s, and you're better than 30s and 40s and 50s. Every single one of you is capable of 80s and 90s and 100s in school. But you're not attending help sessions, you're not always logging into your Zooms, and you are not submitting all of your work. And it is not okay because you are better than that, and you can and you will do better. So I want to talk to you about a couple of interventions that are about to start taking place. First of all, you're going to start going to help sessions every day. Period. End of story. There is no excuse. If you are not in a help session every day, then that means you are passing every single class. In that case, you are free to go outside and play, ride your bike, watch Netflix, play on Instagram, Snapchat your friends. You can do whatever you want at 3:30 in the afternoon if you are passing all of your classes. If you are not passing your classes, you need to be in a help session every single day. Second thing that's going to start happening is that we're about to start Saturday school. for our kids who are not turning in assignments. Your parents know that this is coming, and if I have to put 500 kids in this building, then I will. You will come in on a Saturday from 10 to 12, and you will do this every Saturday from 10 to 12. You will sit quietly, and you will turn in all the work that is missing, and our teachers will be here to make sure that that gets done. That is the intervention that is available for the kids who are just not doing work. The vast majority of you guys are perfectly capable of you doing your work, and you're just not doing it because you're young and maybe your parents are at work and you're just not. And that's okay. I get it because I used to be 11 and 12 myself. But we are just not going to let you make that decision for yourself anymore. So your parents and I and your teachers have connected and have spoken. And for those of you who are simply choosing to not turn in work, we will start Saturday school on Saturday, October 3rd. If you do not want to be at Saturday school starting on October 3rd, I suggest that you spend this entire weekend getting a bunch of your work turned into your teachers. You've got Saturday and Sunday to spend the whole weekend working and turning stuff in. All of next week, get your work in, because next week I will start collecting names from teachers of the kids that need to be in our academic detention on Saturdays. The second group of you that are not doing well because you genuinely, honestly, truly are confused, you don't understand the teaching, and you need things to be retaught and you need extra help. For those of you, we are going to invite you to digital Zoom Saturday small group classes with teachers to help you learn the things that you haven't learned yet. We will review, we will reteach, and then we will reassess depending on what your teachers say that you need. You will be invited to one of these two interventions depending on what your teachers say and what I see. And we will start that on October 3rd as well. I know that digital learning is hard. Look at my shirt. It's hard. Do it anyway. I know this is hard. This is really hard. This is hard for you. This is hard for your teachers. This is hard for your parents. But this is your job. This is school. And this has the potential to change your life for the better or for the worse. You can work towards graduating from high school with a diploma right now, or you can work towards dropping out of high school and not getting a diploma right now. That's how serious this is. And I will not stand by and let you watch you fail yourselves by not doing work. You are far too smart and you are far too good for that. So it's over. 6 weeks are down. It is time to start getting your work done. Spend the whole weekend getting it done. Spend all of next week getting your stuff turned in. Because if you get a notice from us that you are in Saturday school, it's not going to be fun. But it's what you need, and it's what we will do for you because we love you and we care too much to let you just fail yourselves. Go to help sessions every day. Get your work done. Ask questions. Ask for help. Stay on your Zooms the whole class. Submit your work. And let's get this thing turned around because my wildcats, your teacher's wildcats, are better than this. You'll be hearing a lot more about this stuff. Take those failure letters home to your parents. If you did not get a failure letter, it means you're not failing anything. Yay! Good for you, but I need a whole lot more of you with no letter on their desk today. Thanks for listening. I will see you in help sessions on Monday at 3:30. And now go and enjoy your advisement lesson for the day. Have a great weekend and start working ASAP, ASAP, as soon as possible. Bye.